Oh, look at us. We're DJs today. Welcome, everybody, to Wolves After Dark. Timberwolves beat the Lakers, and we continue our streak of not losing 2 games in a row this season. If you're new here, like the stream, subscribe to the channel. And first and foremost, I guess I should give this disclaimer that we are not an analytics show. We're vibes. We're vibes. We're also live.
Primarily
This
vibes.
is initial reactions to the game. So take that, Philadelphia fans. You're not watching this anyways. But anyways. Ashwin, how are you feeling?
Pretty good. Cameron, what did you have planned for today?
What did I have planned for today?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't do what I said I was going to do to you. Or what I did not go to the casino last night.
That's right.
If that's what you're talking about.
Nope. That's all right.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, we're an analytics show.
We are, and it's all just vibing, tier lists, all that stuff. But
hey, felt good to win. It was a pretty fun game to watch. I hope that Cat's okay. I hope that Ant's okay.
I know.
I hope that LeBron's bruised ego is okay, and we carry on. We're a big team. We're a really big team. We play 3 bigs at the same time. That's really fun in doses. However, Anthony Davis popped off for what he did.
And sort of sickening to have this happen 2 nights in a row.
Yeah. And as a big team, don't you think that we would at least have like the big covered, you know?
Yeah.
But
dumb. It was kind of crazy how much it was like exactly like how we were allowing Embiid to just take his middies all of the second half. It was like a continuation of exactly that. They just didn't have a maxi tonight. So that I mean, really, at the end of the day, I am not this was not a fun game for me. I don't feel great after this game because they were out without LeBron. So this game, and we were full strength, given we were both on back-to-backs, but you'd want to win this game a little bit more comfortably. Maybe this is something that maybe I shouldn't be expecting more, given it's a night on a back-to-back where you just flew in from Philadelphia. But I don't know. This is not a feel-good win, even though it's against the Lakers. Doesn't feel good.
118 to 111. I don't know if I agree with you. I think this game was great. And
really, you had fun?
I enjoyed it quite a bit. The biggest thing that I enjoyed is the fact that we bounced back. It almost felt like like water under the bridge, or whatever the expression is of whatever happened last night. Is just we're done with. We're a goldfish, and we're playing a team in the Western Conference, and it mattered much more. And I think it's cool to see the Lakers struggle a bit, even though they actually had a lot of their role players playing up to the level of competition tonight. We bounced back, and I think some key role players of our own, I think we'll talk about in the tier list, were the story of the game for me. And it's great to see when early game we're asking Cat to shoot more threes and he delivers. When we see the Ant take over, and then we are trying to we're probably trying to get the most almost top plays of the night, in the league.
Yes.
We try to end someone's career 3 times tonight. It's so fun.
Well, and see, that's kind of what I'm saying though, is why we took it, we kept doing these things oh yeah, we're just gonna dominate the Lakers, and throughout several points in the game where we were just you know what, let's just try to have these hammer dunks or crazy alley-oops, and it's just it was as if we were playing the Detroit Pistons. And we were just yeah, let's just show off everything. And it's let's focus on winning, because the Lakers, I mean, this could be a controversial take between you and me, I don't know, but the Lakers are a solid team. I think they're better than their record is. So I don't think we should be taking this team lightly, and I think we didn't take them as lightly as we may have in the past, where you just totally play down to that team's level. But it was it certainly was not playing our A1 basketball. And maybe A1 is the wrong term, since we consider that something different here. But this was not a C-level game from the team for me. That's what I would say. But
Well, I
uh,
agree with you. We played with 80% pace and energy and just walked away with an East, which I'm assuming easy dub.
I
Um,
do want to say one thing before you jump into whatever you're about to say. Your comment earlier about enjoying the game.
yeah.
I didn't enjoy the game. I enjoy the outcome though. I do feel very good right now because it's like, of course, I want to have won this game. If we would have lost this game, I would have been devastated. Um, so I'm happy with the outcome. It's just the game. I don't know. I didn't have fun watching it. But anyways,
32 assists on 42 field goals. We assisted on all but one of our first quarter makes. We were playing team basketball. No one player was really taking over the game until after we lost Cat. It felt like Ant was just chucking for a while, and we were really forcing things with Gobert in moments, and I really didn't like that. And yeah, it was like maybe the early starts of the game. We at least we didn't like go down big, so we kind of were winning those little mini battles of our own. And maybe yeah, AD is popping off, and we're like unable to really control him. But Gobert had a slow start, strong Herculean finish, and it was
yes, yeah,
really impactful finish as well. And I just want to say, like, I commend the team roster, the composition, kind of swelling to win games when maybe one player doesn't have it, or like Cat is not shooting as much and or is out. The others come
yeah,
to play and take the reins and take what's missing from Cat's presence. Um, yeah, I enjoyed it because
yeah.
Nasrid was hitting threes. I enjoyed it because Conley was aggressive, and we won an aggressive Conley. I loved the game because Jaden had some incredible defensive plays that were either seen or just like not recorded. And everyone played their role tonight. And coming from a loss yesterday, coming from like a kind of like an apathetic output, and we tried, but we couldn't breach the Embiid border. Like I thought it was great. I know they weren't playing with LeBron. It would have been really fun to see a LeBron game, but I mean, they have to play us too. Maybe he's sitting because they have to play us, not just a back-to-back situation.
Could be. I mean, it is tricky. Like if he is actually viewing the Timberwolves as a legitimate team, which I imagine he does. Um, thinking coming on a back to back, and then your first game playing. Who did they play the first game? I actually don't even know.
Chicago yesterday.
Oh, it was Chicago. Yeah, so they played the bad team first and then the good team second. It's kind of, and then you lose to the bad team. It's like, oh man, getting up for that second game against not the worst team, the best team is not great. But I highlighted this comment from the GOAT Jarvis, gentleman's game. Lakers conceded after the first exhibition. Uh, for most of their players, true. Austin Reeves did kind of he's always a pest for us and just in general. I mean, he does this with every game. This isn't just like against the Timberwolves, but he gets those foul calls where he has somebody right on the back and he just like flails and gets it. But I hate that. I know it's a foul, but I hate it.
Too.
That's not fun. It's I always use football analogies, but it's just like in football, the Philadelphia Eagles, they do this thing called the tush push. You've probably heard about
Oh,
it.
what?
Yeah, okay, you have not heard about it. But
No.
it's just like this play that's kind of broken and it works. And it's just like this isn't fun. It's just a quarterback sneak that gets you like 3 yards every single time. So like hypothetically, you could just do that all the time and it would work.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's like this isn't fun. And that's sort of what Austin Reeves is. Austin Reeves has game though. Like I'm not saying that he's just a foul merchant, but he's legit. Um
Mhm.
but yes. What other
You know.
comments do we have?
Oh
Oh,
yeah, we have
sorry.
plenty. A bunch of in-season tournament. No playoff champions like
Yes.
Twin City Bulldog Club. Lakers and Pacers are doing so bad since they played for the cup. I
They
know.
are. They
Like, was it 5 out of 6, or like they've only won one game since the in-season tournament?
It's a
Lakers, that is.
bad look for the in-season tournament.
Yeah, totally. Um, Mason. If I was a Lakers fan, I'd be so depressed. They're in no man's land. Man, I don't know. They were playing solid tonight. I think they had like 100% output from Torian Prince, which was a big deal for them. And I think Rui probably played better than his normal output. Um, but outside of that, I think this is kind of like a classic Lakers game or classic
It
Lakers output.
Kind of is. Speaking of the poor Lakers, did anybody see that the Lakers are willing to trade D'Lo to the Bulls for Levine?
Oh man!
I didn't even read the second part,
Wow.
Mason. Yeah, I must admit it would kill me to see Levine, Vando, TP all on the Lakers because those are all some of like the likable guys that we've had on the Wolves. Especially like Levine hurts, but he's kind of far removed now. But like
Yeah.
Levine, um, like Vando, we really liked Vando, so it's bad. But
Yeah.
you will enjoy this win a lot more after sneaking into Lakers live streams. I know Gerald's got 3 different streams pulled up at the same time right now, commenting feverishly, and telling them to trade for players that they already traded away. Yeah. Yeah, that's true, as I say. Okay, what else? Braun saw the Edwards interview. Oh yeah, where yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point. And then Aaron Johnson. Oops, I'm sorry, I just hit your
Oh,
comment.
sorry, my friend.
I didn't know what it was. I don't care about the win. Can we just please be healthy? Yeah, it sounds like somebody in the comments said that Cat looked fine, or I think it was Cat that looked fine. Don't know about Ant. Hopefully, it's just a random end of game bump, and it's nothing crazy because we do
Oh,
have a little bit of a break. Because I think or no, we don't. We play Saturday. I'm thinking of the game Tuesday, right? Yeah, we play
well, we have a
Saturday.
daybreak. There it is.
Ugh, and it's an away game. Fantastic.
Sacramento, right?
Yep, Sacramento.
Jesus.
And then we have 2-day break and go to OKC. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, how are you doing after? No, I'm just kidding.
I think
you
you
want to
were
get
wrong
to?
about the comments in chat. Like, I think they were talking about Ant being okay, but
It was
I
Ant
don't know.
being okay. Okay,
I
yeah,
didn't see anything from about Cat. Maybe while we're doing the tier list, if you can multitask, that'd be great to see if
yes,
there's any updates.
I
Um,
will.
but I'm not telling you how to do your job. Um,
But are
well,
you
right.
hinting that we should move to the tier list?
I think so.
Let's do it. Whoa, whoa,
Um,
whoa.
Wolves win 118 to 111. If you're just tuning in to Wolves After Dark, your analytical free show, we post no analysis after every game, Wolves game because we have nothing
Also,
to prepare for.
you guys need us. You guys need to have our back in the comments. I know you guys are here for the live stream, but we need some support in these comments. People, these Philly fans must have posted on some forum and they're just roasting us. It's by far our most disliked video we've ever had. We have so many dislikes on the last stream. It's insane. And I know it's not you guys here in chat. Well, it might have been a couple of you. But we know that it wasn't most, if not 95% of it. But yes, please leave the stream a like. Everybody was roasting us for not even getting to 50 last time. No one wants D'Lo. Questionable decision maker, inefficient. Yeah, I mean, he had those couple buckets late that kind of make him seem semi legit, but like he had so many bad shots that just took the Lakers out of the game late. Like if I were a Lakers fan or if I were a previous Timberwolves fan with D'Lo on the team watching him do this, I'd be sick. So yeah, it was
Well, he
not fun to
stayed ready
watch.
because for the whole first 3 quarters, he scored 4 points, and he was like 2 for 12, 2
Amazing.
for 13, and yeah, he popped off in the fourth for a little bit, but like it was kind of irrelevant. And mostly when AD was just a shadow in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my gosh, D'Lo somehow ended with 17 points, all because of those like threes at the end. Though he had 6 points
yeah,
there, and then I love the layup attempt that he hit the bottom of the backboard on. Anyways, tier list for those of you that don't know. A1, unforgettably good game. Like you'll never ever forget it. We'll talk about it every day of your entire life.
Mhm.
Glenn Taylor, terrible, many terrible games in a row. Juancho, one bad game, one really bad game, and then everything else in between. Okay. And this is very official. If you don't agree with it, then please leave your comments. Who do you want to start with today?
I'm going to answer this question quickly. I think Mike Conley has been a godsend for this team when he's
Yeah.
on fire like he is tonight. You'll see in the tier list, it replicates and like kind of instills a culture that I think from the team, from the management, from the coaching staff on the court, it's really kind of like put our ducks in a row, and Cat's really playing free and not playing with emotional baggage. And I think a lot of that's also because just Conley's there, like putting clamps on those types of
Yes.
like stray plays, right? When there's
Yes.
a moment where we're just kind of isolating with Cat or isolating with Ant, and we're not really sure. No, Conley's there to put stability back in our DNA. And I don't think D'Lo was at all a part of that or really gave a shit about that. And I think while I might have loved D'Lo in moments and spurts, I kind of like Conley here long term, even if it is just a couple of years. Like it just really
Mhm.
fills a need for this team.
Oh yeah.
So, in a long story short, I don't miss him.
Yes.
But it's a
I do
good
not.
question, and yeah, I'm rooting for him honestly, just because former Timberwolf. But yeah, that's it. That's really it. Okay, and then also Biggest shout out to Biggest. Philly
Biggest
fans
is
suck
correct.
balls.
You win. You get 10,000 bonus points, whatever that means.
Mhm. Okay, points were awarded to you, Biggest, but also to Troy Brown Jr., who I think Noah asked like, "What's up with Troy Brown Jr.?" But in 5 minutes, almost 6 minutes, he had 2 points. Undecided. I'll leave it up to you. My brightness is so down, I can't even see anymore. But he
I
contributed to the win, so I'll say C. But I don't really have much more because I don't remember much about him at all.
I kinda yeah, I mean, he played so little, it's hard to give him a harsh grade, but I guess my initial reaction would be D, just because this is supposed to be a revenge game. He's a former Laker. We need like, this is supposed to be like your 8 three-pointers game. Like, this is what we want, and we got nothing. Um, Now maybe that was evident very quickly by Finch that that wasn't gonna happen, so that's why you only played 5, 6 minutes. Um so I guess I can't give him lower than a C. So I'll go with a C for tonight. But I mean, this just didn't look good. But it's hard. I'm just saying the same thing over again.
Yeah,
Too little of time.
I think Trey Brown Jr.'s minutes also kind of are tied to Jaden's foul trouble. So if Jaden
Mm,
gets into foul trouble, we just need another guard to kind of spell minutes and also, uh, put a cap for Ant when he goes to the bench. So I think
yeah,
and Ant played almost 40 minutes tonight, so there's probably that. And
it's
maybe
true.
last game we
Exactly.
had the Philly connection with Shake, trying to get someone else going, and that's the only reason. I don't think I have an answer. We're talking maybe too much about Troy Brown Jr. here on the Vibes show. Um, so moving
Too much
on,
analysis.
too much analysis. We'll get over it maybe next year. Kyle Anderson, 22 minutes, 9 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, over 2 from 3.
Yeah, just egregiously bad threes. Um, I
But
have a very quick. Well, I was gonna say I have a quick answer, but maybe I don't. I know what my answer is, but I this was such an improvement to a Kyle Anderson game. Like, when he's hitting those random little crazy looking push shots and, like, spinning fadeaway layups or whatever he does, that is such a huge help because he's usually out there when we need a little bit of offense, which is funny because he's not somebody that we go to for offense, or that you would think we would go to for offense. And we just haven't had any of this. This is a pretty typical, like, this is what we probably expect from him. But so far this season, we have not been able to expect this from him because he's been really bad. And those shots have not been rattling in. If he wouldn't have taken the two threes, it's probably this is crazy, but I might have been willing to give him an A.
what?
um, but since he took those egregious threes. It almost bumps me down to a C, but I'm going to say a B.
I'm between D'Lo and C, but
Really?
so we are seeing a different version of slow mo.
Yeah, you had fun tonight too, which is weird.
He was a non-sexual he was a non-sexual version of himself tonight. But I think he played better than the Philly game, but I think he's played his best game in like 4 or 5 games. That is saying something. But I think that one game where we misranked him or mistiered him was his best game this season. And I think he has been shy, reluctant, and hesitant to shoot the ball, which really collapses defenses. And well, when we don't have a spread out offense, like what's his role? Like it's almost like he is reluctant to shoot, so then he drags the defense back in when they're zoning. Like we're just playing into their cards. And I think there was something in Discord about like Leonard Miller just giving another splash of energy off the
Mm,
bench, try something new, try something different for 5 minutes a game. I'm down
yeah.
with it. I'm down to see something different. But I think we're also holding slow mo to a pretty high standard now. Um, I think last year kind of spoiled us. I think what he could do with Gobert, what he could do with Ant was incredible, and we haven't seen
Mhm.
a whole lot of it. We're seeing some attempts, but I'm going to disagree with you on the grade, and I will say C as a like middle of the road. Let's just kind of end it there.
Yeah, it sounds like that's what we're gonna have to agree on. I'm still pretty. I don't know. I know everybody seems to be agreeing with you. They're saying let Ashwin cook in the comments. Um, but I don't know. I think I guess I'm basing it off of expectations again, which is kind of the broken way of doing it. And my expectations have severely gone down for Kyle because he's been
Wow,
so bad
he's been
this
so bad.
season.
Yeah,
And this was like an acceptable game to me. So I was like, hell yeah, let's go, Kyle. So I was pumped. He had those lobs to Gobert. He hit some shots.
yeah. He had
that's
the
that's
end
a
one in the second
win.
quarter. That was pretty good.
That's a win to me. But I can settle on a C because I mean obviously this is not some amazing game. But
I guess.
um
I
but
guess
yes.
if he dunked it, you know.
Oh, if he dunked it, it might be an A1. That would have been a crazy poster for Kyle.
Yes.
Uh, anyways,
D Willikis. I feel like maybe. Or oh wait, what? D Will kills. There it is.
mm,
I hope it's
he
not
will
Derek
kiss.
Williams. What's your take on Kyle? His hesitancy is scary for me, especially when teams start to target him in the playoffs. That is a worry, a concern,
Yeah,
a definite red flag for me. He's. I don't think he's playing himself out of our rotation, but he is going to be game planned for, and more like lack of game plan for him. Just sag off of him like you sag off of Andre Drummond. Like let him shoot from wherever because it's not happening.
literally 10%.
Man, that's
It's
sad.
bad. Yeah, so that's the thing. Again, the tier list is about nightly for the season. Insanely concerned.
Yeah.
like we are insanely concerned about Kyle, and he is not a C on the season. So, um, but yes, who's up next?
Nikhil Alexander Walker, Gorilla Nuts himself, 15 minutes, 5 points, key 3 point shot after going 0 for 4. That was super clutch. A couple steals, three in fact, and 3 assists.
Kill Alexander from start to finish. Gorilla Nuts.
um, I'll defer the grade to you, but I think this is kind of what I expect from him. He's like on a spring, like when we push him from the bench, he's ready to go, and he's the perfect like yang to Mike Conley's yin, like in the weird way of saying like Conley plays composed, Conley plays an efficient set of offense, and gets our offensives going. Walker is just a very aggressive defender, and he is less about getting offense going and letting like Ant and Cat kind of take off. And he just spots up in the corner. Conley does a lot more roaming, does a lot more screens, and I love that, and I love that we can have different aspects to our backcourt. And I'll shut up now, but like I think I'll be comfortable with the C.
I think I'm going to C too. This is again kind of where the tier list gets broken because it's off of expectations, and I have high expectations for Na now. And I think this was a solid game. I mean, like obviously the shooting wasn't as much there. He's had a couple games recently where he's hit a bunch of well, not a bunch, but he's hit like a few threes, and it feels super clutch. He hit one really good one tonight. Had some amazing defense at times, but 5 points in 15 minutes. Not a ton to go off of, but I felt like the minutes he was out there, I liked those minutes. I don't know. My box score goes off at the plus minus, and he was +8. Yeah, I mean it felt like he was when he was out there, things felt a little bit better to me tonight. So yeah, deep analysis there.
I wonder, like, if I don't know if I see him and Conley play on the court that much together, and I think his minutes would always go up if Conley's not like, the Conley that we've seen him lately.
Oh
So,
yeah.
another thing is Jaden played a hell of a game. So, like, Jaden and Nikhil's minutes sometimes are not overlapped; they are literally subbing in for each other. So, I would like to see more, no, just generally, flat out, but not necessarily at the expense of any of our starters at the point.
Yeah,
Nas
yeah.
Nas Reed, Nas Reed, two
Nas
words,
Reed.
Nas Reed. 9 points, 2 assists, but all of his points came from the 3-point line. Most of them came out the corner with like 5 seconds or less on the shot clock. But notably, 3 turnovers and 6 fouls.
Yeah. Weird game.
Weird game from Nas Reed. I think he couldn't defend Anthony Davis at all, and I think there was moments where I think Finch would literally sub in Rudy the second, not even the second, like the moment Davis got up, and Nas had a really hard time guarding most of the reserves from the Lakers, and I think that was a struggle. I think there's a weird trend that's happening where I think he's better on the perimeter than he is on the post, and that's weird to say as a 6 foot. He's basically the size of LeBron, isn't he? Like, isn't he like more like? Isn't he like a couple?
Yeah, he might be a little bit taller. I can't remember. I can't remember if LeBron's 6'8" or 6'9". Nice.
Yeah, but like they're the same like kind of weight class, and his game is very downhill. I love that, and I love his 3-point shot. It's so awesome. The high arc from the hip. His threes are so cool. But
They're
I don't
both
know.
6'9".
They're both 6'9", and they're like 270 or something, right? Or like 260 or something. I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know anything. But
analysis.
I'm giving him a C.
And we have 69 viewers. Okay. Yeah, I'm giving him a C too. There were some potential. Nas was one of these players that had some of those really high highs that we were all like those almost moments. Like he almost had an insane putback dunk. And he was hitting a couple threes in the beginning, and then it kind of fell off. But yeah, he just and we're having a lot of these like foul. Like he did foul out tonight, but he's just having bad fouling issues, and he's arguing like I was talking about the last time, and it drives me nuts. So
he's doing a little bit of that, but I also think that he's getting a soft whistle. Like, I don't know about that Rui foul upgraded to a flagrant one. That was just like pretty bad.
Yeah, I was struggling. I might agree with the call because by the letter of the law, not like, do I think that should be a flagrant one? No, but I think the reasoning it is because he's a vulnerable player in the air. There is contact made to the head, regardless of swiping or not. I think that just automatically qualifies as that, and it doesn't matter that his arm hit Nas in the face too, because I don't even know if you can review do anything with that. So I think by the rule book, yeah, sure, it's fine, but by personal opinion, I hate it. Because he even asked at a point, or Finch asked at a point. He's like, so is he just supposed to let him go? Like he can't contest the shot?
Yeah,
but you can see why, because obviously Rui got hurt on that play. So it's just a gross situation. I guess I get it. I don't like it, but I guess I get it.
I wonder on that last cat drive before he was taken out because of it looks like he sprained or did something with his leg, which I'm very concerned for. It looked like he got completely mauled, but no call.
Yeah. Yes. I didn't see the replay of that, so I have no clue if there was actual content or contact, or if Cat just lost it. Or are you talking about Cat?
I'm talking about Cat, and like the Jaden Reeves kind of like clash where they just like ran into each other. Like they're both going for the ball. I don't understand why.
If that would have been a flagrant, we would have lost it.
Yeah,
that would have been Adam Silver.
Yeah. Well, hey, we're on to the starters now, and just we appreciate you all 69 of you. Nice hashtag
Nice.
forever.
Hashtag analysis.
Hashtag analysis. And unlike Barstool Sports, we're just two dudes looking for a good time. And giggity. Yeah. Jane McDaniels, 35 minutes, 5 for 8 from the floor, 14 points, 2 for 4 from 3. He even went to the free throw line a couple times. Most notably, 2 fouls. My boy Jaden,
Amazing.
I love him. I love this man. I think it's a B, if not a B plus.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the B plus range. I don't know if it can go all the way to A, but he's been so solid. He's just been, ever since I may or may not have said there may have been allegations of things said in some Discord somewhere about me talking about Nikhil Alexander Walker and Jaden. But he's just been amazing since those allegations. But he's shooting well. He's creating for himself on offense. And he's playing good defense as always does that. It says he was -3 tonight, but again, this is one of those players where you felt like when he was out there, it was like, this felt good tonight. So this is what we need. If Jaden can be like this all the time and create his own shot and, hit or knock down some threes, that's what you sign that player for. And then he suddenly becomes his contract suddenly maybe becomes like a steal or something like that. Because if he can hit threes, shot create, and defend at one of the highest level players in the league, I mean that's incredible. So I'm pretty high on Jaden right now, but just definitely don't ask me how I felt a week and a half ago.
Cameron, got a question for you. Second quarter vibes, my friend. 8 points in the second quarter. Ant didn't even take a shot in the second quarter.
No.
Jaden had it going where he even passed it to Gobert for a dunk. That was awesome to see. And he hit both his threes, both his free throws in the second quarter. Where we needed a spark, where I felt Anthony Davis was taking the game over, Jaden was like, no. That felt good.
Yes.
Rudy Gobert, 37 minutes, 15 points, 13 rebounds, of which 5 were offensive. He had 3 blocks. He had a couple steals. And maybe, just maybe, back to 4. Back to, not to square one, but like, he's back? Is he back?
Yes. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah. He's getting there. The first half of this game scared me. He wasn't necessarily amazing, but then he really did turn it on. There were some legitimate gripes being had in the Discord about our force feeding the ball to him, and him also. I don't know why he feels so comfortable to take the ball up the court every single time. Please, Gobert, stop. If you've made it this far in the podcast, please stop doing that, or do that when we're up by 15 or 20 or 30. This does not need to be happening in close games, especially close games where it's
30.
like we need to win. Yeah, 30 I think maybe is the number. But no, I mean he came to play. He had a couple blocks. He finally got involved with some lob action. He had that crazy behind the back like volleyball set into the basket. Which was terrifying, and I was certain that it was not going to go in. But yeah, no, I mean we're getting this is closer to the Gobert that we expect.
With that said, I think I agree with most of chat.
Yeah,
that he was a C. I think he's been kind of a D-low, Glenn, like Juancho-esque player lately. He got absolutely dominated by Joel Embiid. Yeah, sure, that's an MVP caliber player, but weren't you the first couple months of the season? Weren't you a DPOY? Couldn't you take this more personally? And couldn't you play more aggressive? Well, the answer was the first half was an absolute 0. But in that second half, that fourth quarter specifically, Anthony Davis didn't do anything. It was great. It was great to also see like we ran with the three bigs, and it wasn't like a shit show.
Yeah, it
Like
was okay.
we haven't been probably practicing it much. We were just kind of winging it, and it's looking okay.
Yeah. I'm down to keep trying it. I mean, I don't like trying new things, and especially games where it's like, wow, this is like an important game for us.
Yeah.
But um, but that's an interesting one, and I'm very curious to see how that could work because I think it was Wob or somebody posted on Twitter like the 6 minutes they've been together, they're like their net rating is like plus 60 or something like that. I don't know, something
Oh.
crazy. But it's only been like 6 minutes. So
Okay.
um it'd be fun to see more of it. And it is an interesting, like, especially because at the time I think it was Ant, Jaden, Nas, Carl, and Rudy, and that's like a huge team. Because what Ant's like, I don't even know how tall Ant is, but Ant being the point
6'5".
guard, and then Jaden is like 6'7", 6'8". So
I think
like,
he's 6'10", 6'11".
is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He had the growth spurt. I forgot about that.
He spurred it.
Uh, he, he spurted. But that's a fun lineup, and I think that's one that I do want to try more. Just maybe not on the night of a back to back where it feels like you have to win. So yeah, I put Jaden as a B.
Yep, and we're on Rudy Gobert, and
That's right. I forgot.
I
I'm
mean,
thinking
his
about
fourth
Jaden.
quarter, 9 points, 4 for 6. He was very active. He was very involved. Anthony Davis was 1 for 2. That's all he did.
Mhm.
He shot twice, and I think the only make was a three. I think I remember that three as well. So, um, okay, moving on. But before we do, how you feeling, man?
Jaden's a B. No. Uh,
We won a game, and look at this tier list. It's
Look at
looking
this tier
long.
list. Yeah. See, this is how I envisioned the tier list after the game because I was not enthused. Like this game felt like, you know, good, good. We
Good,
won.
good game.
That's it,
On to the next.
basically.
I will say, alarm bells were ringing throughout the game.
Oh yeah.
Tension was a little bit high because I didn't want to lose this game. I didn't want to lose back-to-back games. I didn't want to lose to a LeBronless Lakers. I didn't want to lose to AD popping off with his brow. Like they have double brows. They have D'Lo and Anthony Davis. They don't shave their brows. Like we can't lose to this. And then also
Deal.
like and like Torian Prince TP was popping off 100% from the field
Yeah.
until like the fourth
Mhm.
quarter or whatever. So I was really concerned. And notably, Vando is like barely able to be played, and like there are other dudes that they've signed, the Christian Wood and like other like Jackson Hayes and stuff like that. They're trying to be tall. They're not.
I
They
I
have
love when
size,
they
but they don't use them.
I love when they play Jackson Hayes. Every time we play Jackson Hayes, regardless of what team he's on,
Yeah,
Cat dominates. Everybody dominates. It's just like I love it. And then he has a turnover at the end. I'm just like, yes, this is amazing.
that is a really funny observation. Cat usually has problems posting up, but
Mhm.
not against Jackson Hayes.
It's it's weird because if you put an actual like small player that is technically a guard or a forward on him, he can't handle it. But if it's just a small center, he can dominate. Like, if it's the center, he can do well. But if it's like, oh, we put the point guard on him, he can't. So,
Cool,
but yes. Oh, yes. Sabrina also good comment. Why was LeBron able to walk on the floor?
dude.
Well, let me tell you, Sabrina, he owns the league.
Yeah, yeah. I know Dwayne Wade pulled out of owning the Utah Jazz, but he owns the league.
Yeah, basically. So he can do
What
what
does
he
Chris
wants, I
Bosh own?
guess. Yeah, where
Um,
is Chris Bosh?
how is Chris Bosh?
Yeah.
Why is Chris Bosh?
Mm,
Carl Anthony
analysis.
Towns analysis. 33 minutes. I feel a lot better, by the way.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was kind of emo about it, but I'm feeling a
Yeah.
lot better about it. Um, it's very therapeutic to come on the show and just chat the games with you, my friend, and as always, everyone here. Um,
Mhm.
and yeah, just continuous support. It's kind of unreal, dude. I don't think
It is
we
crazy.
deserve it, but kudos to all of you. Carl Anthony Towns, kudos to you. 33 minutes, 21 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, a couple fouls. Most importantly, he hit 2 threes in the first quarter. My boy Cat. Can that happen every game? I think so. I think that is so very replicable. He shot 16 times, probably could have shot 20, 25, but he didn't. Also, he was hurt. Also, I thought he played with a lot of energy, and most of it was for good. I thought he was excellent. Team high, plus 12. I don't want to give him an A, but it might be one. I don't know. Like I could argue with you about it or not, but I think it's a high B.
I think it's a high B, and I think, because we've kind of the way we grade the tier list has become this weird thing that we make the rules up as we go, kind of a thing. But like, if we're basing it off expectations, it's certainly not an A. I mean, like, this is like close to what we expect from Carl. But I did like this game from Carl because he had moves. Like, there were several moves in the second half where he was just like, I can't remember who said it in the Discord. I think it was probably the big boy, but he's like, Cat strong. And I'm like, yeah, like 2 plays in a row, he's just taking on Jackson Hayes, and he's like doing this floater and like trying to go for hammer dunks and getting foul calls, stuff like that. Yeah, I like this game from Cat. So this is a good game. I think I can't go above a B though.
Mhm. Simon Waits, who said ducking earlier, definitely agrees with you.
I like dicking better. So
Oh my! After dark. Cat with a cool B.
Cool B. I like that.
I like
That's
the
a
cool
new
B.
tier.
Yeah,
Cool B.
And we're gonna have so many tiers after this.
Yeah, I know.
And this used to be like a literal like we're shedding tiers list. Like we literally lost to the Milwaukee Bucks by 50. Let's do a show, Cameron. Let's do a show.
Back in the Twitch days when we streamed for 5 people, and 2 of them were us.
And your dad. Your dad
and
was
my
like,
dad.
Great show.
It was my dad. It was my mom. It was Backyard Wrestler, Trash Panda,
and Godfrey.
Legend.
Speaking of legend, future living legend himself, Anthony Edwards. 38 minutes, 27 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. The man can do no wrong unless he shoots 1 for 5 in the fourth quarter. That's okay. I think I'm giving him an A, and I think there's kind of like a default like floor for him, and I think the default floor for him is an A. I don't know. I can't be proven wrong about like how important he is to the team, what he does with like gravity. I learned that term with fucking Steph Curry and like TNT analysis or whatever.
Yeah.
But like the gravity of Ant and how he really exposes defenses when he is now a playmaker, a legit playmaker. The amount of times I could count like where's the ball, where's Ant, where's the play going to? It's hilarious how Lakers are scrambling when Ant has the ball in his hands. If he's not ISOing, if he's not doing that, if he's running plays, if he's driving in the paint, my God, it's over. It's an A.
I disagree.
A-.
I think it's a B. Again, it comes down to what we're basing this off of expectations, off of whatever. Because sure, like if I'm just looking at this game, like this is a good game and like it was fun and like for him, and it was like he shot okay, he had some turnovers, he had some steals, but I think if we're grading it on the Anthony Edwards scale of like goodness, I don't think this is near the top. I guess I think there were moments where he struggled. There were some missed threes that I kind of hated. He did. The things that I'm really liking recently about him is his passing, because he is making some really amazing passes to people in the corner for 3. And that I love. I think I'm still in a B plus. I don't know. I don't know if I'm at an A.
I tuned out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm checking to see if there's anything wrong with Cat. Cat got shaken up on his drive to the basket, limping off, and Anderson replaces him. That's all we got an hour ago, at least from Johnny Athletic himself.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
We're moving on to, I think, the player of the night. I hope you graded our boy Ant. It doesn't look like
I
it.
haven't yet.
You can put him wherever you want. I'm looking away. And way away. Like I feel like I'm going to start my own show here.
Hmm.
No, I'm not. I'm too lazy. Chris Finch called Mike Conley a godsend. Capital G. He's had another superb night. Period. Mike Conley in 30 minutes, 6 for 9, nice from the floor, 16 points, 4 for 6 from 3, 8 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals. That steal at the end, hell yeah, my friend. That was just so classic.
That was fun.
Sorry, Cam Reddish. I know you were top player in college, but you have been nothing in the NBA. And here, let me just take those cookies from you.
That was like a poster steal. Because like he stole it and then he just kind of stood there for a second to let the crowd like bask in it and be
I
like,
love
yeah.
that.
And I was
And
like,
he got
oh,
he got a little cocky. When he hit
yeah.
that
I was like,
three, he was like,
okay.
let's roll it back. Let's keep rolling. That was awesome. I hate the nickname Minnesota Mike, but I love
I
Bite
hate
Bite.
that too.
I love
Yeah.
Bite Bite. So Bite Bite, he's an A.
Bite. I think I agree. No, I don't think. I know I agree.
Oh,
That was my answer. That was my answer. Before you. I said it first in my head. Yeah, no, this is a super good night for Mike.
Vegas,
Huh?
absolutely. Playing
Yeah,
champion himself.
true.
Mike did
True.
not look like 36 tonight.
He doesn't want to hear those Tyus Jones trade rumors or our Ricky Rubio trade rumors from last time. Yeah, this is just, I mean, like, obviously you don't expect to get this from Mike every single night, but when he can shoot like this, when he can pass like this, you're going to have a good chance at winning. You're just going to have a good chance at winning. And, he had the steal, or 2 steals. He had a block tonight, too. Am I seeing this correctly?
He had a block? He had a block.
Borderline A1.
Wow. Oh, man.
Thoughts on the Minnesota State flag? There's not enough Nas Reed for my liking.
There's no Nas Reed on the flag. Wasn't there like some like laser loon like flag submission?
There were some there's different things, and this is so nerdy, but they're getting into the emblem and they're getting into the state flag, and the emblem I think actually has or emblem, or am I thinking the right thing? I don't know. Whatever that other thing is that's not the flag, that has loons. But the flag is just the star, and then they removed the stripes. So it's like, I don't know.
I'm with Jay. I'm not really a big fan. I think it's super basic, borderline
so
bland.
Basic.
And it's like, I get it. We're blue. We have lakes. Let's like fucking triple down on it by having 2 shades of blue on our flag.
Yeah. I think we should just lean into the seal. Thank you, Mason. The seal, we need to double down and put because like I think the seal looks better. Although this is all coming from 2 people living in Washington State. So what does it matter?
By the way, I have no idea what our state flag looks like.
It's just George Washington and green.
Is it really?
That's literally all it is. We were talking about this with my family about like what is the flag going to be in Minnesota, and then they're like, "What's the flag of Washington?" And we were like, "I don't know." And then we looked it up, and it's like literally just George Washington's portrait on like a green canvas. Nothing. But how risky do you want to get?
Up to you.
I have heard some rumors. I have heard some rumors that it is inappropriate for stream. Everybody has to like the stream. Everybody has to like the stream if you want to see Timberwolves Brazil, because I've heard that it'll get us banned. So everybody, like the stream while I'm looking it up here.
I'm trying to find. Yeah, I suck at this.
Pound that like button, Begus says. Okay. This is like unacceptable. We should not be doing this, but we're gonna. Here we go. I don't think we can get in trouble, right? I don't think so. If you
Nothing
don't
can
want
go
to see
wrong.
it, get out of here because
Nothing
it's
can
not.
possibly go
It's
wrong.
not appropriate. I can see the first frame. I can tell you it's not appropriate. It's happening, Mason. It's happening. It doesn't matter. Here we go.
I don't want this.
Why is there so much wolf content? This is so
We're
bad.
done.
Oh my gosh. Timberwolves, Brazil. What else is there? I have not seen this. Okay, that was better than I thought. I was kind of scared about that.
All right.
Very inappropriate. Don't do it. Wow. Look at us. We did a sub 1 hour show.
Man, just leveling up over here.
We are leveling up. Schedule upcoming. We kind of mentioned it earlier. We'll play the Kings at Sacramento on Saturday. That's a late game, 9 p.m. Central. And then we play Tuesday, 5 p.m. Nope, 7 p.m. Central in OKC. And then we play the Mavs, and then we play the Lakers again. So Lakers again, we'll probably get another chance to see LeBron. But are you ever going to make non-live stream videos? You haven't seen all of our off-season content? Like an episode on player analysis, playoff predictions.
I think at some point we'll consider it.
We've talked about this for years.
We have talked about this for years. In fact, like 2 weeks ago, we were like, let's do it.
Yep. And guess what hasn't happened? No, one other thing that I'd like to do, I have to figure out the time. Work has been really busy for me recently, and I haven't been able to put as much time in. I'd really like to, because like for those of you guys that are members especially, I want to get some like short videos, maybe it's like 10 minutes in before the games that maybe have like prize picks or like some betting things or just like a little intro to the game. But you kind of have to, I mean, obviously I'm not just going to throw random prize picks at you guys. I want to have some like analysis and hashtag analysis and like look at like previous games and things like that. So that's something I thought about doing. It would be short, 5-10 minutes. But maybe we'll see.
Maybe you could go tour around Seattle with a different coffee shop every time.
Yeah.
How did that
like
go?
That.
Didn't you do that for like one?
Oh, I see what you're talking about. TikTok. Yeah. I'm so confused. I'm so like not on the same page as you tonight for some reason.
All right.
Yes, I did. And I stopped after 2.
What the hell, Sabrina? If you want to do stuff with us, let's talk. What?
Yes,
I would be totally down.
Totally.
Anyone, yes. Honestly, anyone. Mm-hmm. We'd be all aboard.
100%
working with you on that.
Yes.
And Noah, I don't know. I don't know if I believe you on that.
I love your off-season content. Yeah, all of it. So much.
So much of it.
Hours, really. Okay. Well, I think that's it. Again, on the way out, if you haven't already liked the stream, you have to like it now that I showed you that borderline. Well, I won't go there. But very inappropriate video. You have to like the stream. You have to subscribe. We're getting close to 900. Also, you have to like the stream because all the Philly fans made fun of us, and it was really sad when they said, you only have 42 likes, and you were trying to get 1,000. I'm like, no, we don't even have 1,000 subscribers. But yes, 52 wins still in play.
I like the Sabrina hype, though. Sabrina 55. I like that.
That's true. That's the if we go 500 for the rest of the year. Oh yeah, we didn't do our homework, our math homework.
Oh
well. Who cares? We're first place. We don't need to do math. 76-6. Here we come. I don't believe in that anymore. But cool. Go watch Sneaker Report's video. I mean, I could just do that right now. Is it really long? If it's long. Are you talking about the reporter? Legendary, nope. Nope. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, that's it. 52 wins still possible. Intro
Sensational.
as the outro.
It was loud.
That was very loud. We will see you Saturday. Late Saturday. Super late. Bring your jammies. See you Saturday.